Now, where Pope Francis is expected to hold an open-air mass less than 2 hours from now in Quito, Ecuador. This is the Argentine pontiff's first trip to the Spanish-speaking countries of South America, his second to the continent. Yesterday, he celebrated his first public mass in Ecuador's largest city of Guayaquil. Hundreds and thousands of people there attended in 90-degree heat as he praised families to be the bedrock of society. NBC's Ann Thompson is in Quito, Ecuador there, and nearly 1 million people attended. As you can see, we can hear the music and the crowds gathering already.
It is. They're singing to pass the time. They've been praying the rosary here because we are still about an hour away from Mass. And people have spent 2 days, Francis, I kid you not, 2 days camping out just to get a spot in here. There was a tent city that sprung up outside Bicentennial Park as hundreds of or tens of thousands of people waited. But this Mass is expected to be the biggest Mass on the Ecuadorian leg of this trip. As you said, more than 1 million people are expected to attend. Last night, after his trip to Guayaquil, Pope Francis came to the presidential palace here in Quito, and he met with Ecuador's President Rafael Correa. And when he prayed on the balcony of the presidential palace and addressing this huge, enthusiastic crowd there, he prayed that Ecuador would become a more inclusive society, that it would not forget any of those who are marginalized or discarded. And here in Ecuador, there are 2 problems that they are dealing with. One is one that's very common here in Latin America, that is poverty. 22% of the people in Ecuador live at or below the poverty line. The other one is a refugee problem. 1,000 people a month come across the Colombian border to find safety here in Ecuador. While they may find some safety, they say they also find discrimination. They have trouble finding jobs, reestablishing that life. And so Pope Francis urged everyone to be inclusive here in this country. He says Mass today, that's expected to last about an hour and a half, and then he has some downtime this afternoon, and he really needs it because he's had a very busy schedule. He'll have more events tonight. Francis?
All right, Ann Thompson, and thank you very much for that update.